How could internal organization development consultants facilitate transformational organizational change in their organizations to create competitive advantage and achieve sustainable desired results? I'm Akin. I like talking about making organizations fit for purpose and helping people move towards self-actualization. This two-part video series offers advice to internal organizational consultants. In the series, I'm talking about how internal organizational development consultants could help facilitate transformational change in their organizations for competitive advantage and to achieve sustainable desired results. In the first video, I first highlighted the importance of rethinking the mission of internal OD consultants. Then I talked about 2 of 7 keys you could adopt in facilitating transformational organizational change for competitive advantage in your organization. In today's video, I'll be talking about the remaining 5 of 7 keys you could adopt. So let's talk about the remaining 5 keys. These are by no means the only keys you could adopt, but internal OD consultants will find the 7 keys in this 2-part video series helpful for facilitating organizational change to achieve desired results and create competitive advantage for their organizations. 3. That is the first of the remaining 5 keys. Help identify informal influencers and champions across the organization. A key area where the OD team could play an important role in the initiation and management of transformational organizational change is in identifying influencers and champions in informal networks at workplaces, departments, and others, and cultivating them as champions and collaborators for the change initiative. So, your remedy in this regard would be to identify influencers of informal networks and relationships and unit cultures at all levels across the organization. You could do this through mission and vision themed roadshows, town hall, or open house meetings in collaboration with the departments, project teams, work groups, and others, ostensibly to see how the mission and vision of each of such align with the overarching mission and vision of the organization, and in what ways you could better assist or help them in their mission. During the open house meetings and interactions with the departments and project teams and others, identify the perceptions of people regarding what change they would like to see in their workplaces and across the organization, and what they would like to see in the change management process for them to have confidence and trust in the change management leadership team. Take adequate time to engage with and gain the confidence of those who stand out as influencers or leaders among them. Use the feedback, suggestions, and information from these meetings in your reports to the change management leadership team. Emphasize to the change management leadership team that it is important that departments, work teams, and people in the organization trust their leaders and have confidence in how the change process is being undertaken. 4. Help the change management leadership team develop a compelling case for the change. Developing clear change vision and focus, and putting the change vision at the forefront of the minds of relevant stakeholders at the heart of making a solid and compelling case for the change. Where transformational external change is involved, you should understand that it will have ramifying effects on the organizational systems and culture. Therefore, developing, proposing, and communicating a compelling case that would stimulate organizational support could be challenging. Fundamentally, the case for an organizational change would be compelling when the change initiative is at or significantly impacts the core of the organization's mission and competitiveness, involving, for example, its relevance, survival, or being fit for its immediate future. But the presentation, packaging, and messaging would require a great deal of organizational and cultural insights, and the convivial and the passionate engagement with the potential change influencers and collaborators across the organization. 5. Help prepare a change communication framework. This key is aligned to the fourth key because making a compelling case for change is an integral part of change communication and messaging. A change communication framework would encompass change communication and education plan and techniques and change monitoring strategies, processes, and formats. The preparation and implementation of the change communication framework, together with the communication and education plan, would be a collaborative effort across the organization. Therefore, help encourage and facilitate engagement with change collaborators and influencers in preparation and development of the communication and education framework. Furthermore, use your expertise for effective design and facilitation of workshops, roundtables, boot camps, and others associated with initiating and managing the change. and help collect and use evidence-based data, other valid or strategic data, and real perceptions and feedback for monitoring, managing, and reporting on the change. 6. Help the change management leadership team decide on an appropriate organizational change management framework. Help the change management leadership team explore, analyze, and understand relevant organizational change management framework, including modules, steps, and process technology and techniques, but avoid pushing any framework on them. Instead, help them develop and agree criteria for selecting the most appropriate organizational change framework for the circumstances the organization is facing. Such criteria would include technical robustness and administrative flexibility. 7. Help identify relevant experts. Help the change management leadership team identify relevant external experts and resource for specific stages or objectives in the change management and transition process. You may do this by sending them a short list of relevant experts accompanied by suggested decision criteria they may adopt. You should include a brief, professional, that is objective and non-emotive statement on the expertise and experience of each person on the short list. Furthermore, you should propose specific terms of reference with milestones or deliverables which the leadership team could use for the engagement of such experts. Besides, in the course of their appointment by your organization, provide the external experts necessary organizational insights and perspectives that would help them deliver what is best for your organization and towards achieving the change vision. Here are the few points I hope you remember. 1. Through vision and vision-themed roadshows, town hall, or open house meetings, in collaboration with the departments, project teams, work groups, and others, help identify informal influencers and champions in your organization and help cultivate them as change champions and collaborators. 2. Help develop and communicate a compelling case for the change, vividly showing that the change initiative is at or significantly impacts the core of the organization's mission and competitiveness, involving, for example, its relevance, survival, or being fit for its immediate future. 3. Help the change management leadership team explore, analyze, and understand relevant change management framework, modules, process technology, and techniques, but avoid pushing any framework on them. Instead, propose some criteria they could use for selecting the most appropriate organizational change management framework for the circumstances the organization is facing. If you find this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe. Besides, I will appreciate your feedback and comments. See you soon. Before you go, if you find this video useful, Please like, share, and subscribe. Seeing you soon.